I'm guessing I'll wake up closer to like 189 pounds tomorrow if I had to guess. So 179 pounds, 189, that'd be pretty impressive. But I will put that on the screen maybe at the end of this video because I know you guys are always interested in it.
On the bottom, baby, it's hard, I know. I'm a traveling man, made a lot of stops all over the world, and in every part I own the heart of at least one lovely girl.
Well, my friends, it has been a very long day of travel. So I woke up this morning about 4 a.m., did some cardio at the hotel, flew back, just got in. It's about 5, it's going on 5 p.m. right now, and I've not had caffeine in 3 days. Can you believe that? I have not had any coffee or any caffeine beverages in 3, that's amazing to me. So, needless to say, I'm gonna need this guy. You guys know when I get a little bit of alphamine in my system, I like to run my mouth. So just humor me for a few minutes. Just got back from this business trip. Had a really good time actually, but it is very hard to travel and then come back into the gym. That's why I'm getting in here today and getting this workout over with, because it never fails. That first workout is terrible. So I just want to get that done with so I can get things back on track. And honestly, I wish I was inside laying on the couch right now. I don't really want to be out here right now, but I know that I will thank myself once I get this over with. And I don't want to try to motivate you guys, right? Because I don't believe that I can, and I don't really buy into all that. But I guess one of my pet peeves is people like myself that work the corporate job, the typical office job. I would say like 99% of people watching this use that as a cop-out. They'll look at people and say, like YouTubers, for example. They'll be like, it's so much easier for them to work out and hit their macros and stuff like that. You're damn right it is. But my question to you would be, who cares? Are you going to let that stop you? Now, I just read this book called The Road Less Traveled, and this is really getting close to that cliche line that I try to stay away from, because you've all heard that before. You know, the path of least resistance and all that. But I didn't like the book, so I wouldn't recommend it. But, you know, it had some pretty good messages in there. And that's kind of what I think about when I think about incorporating fitness into the normal, quote-unquote, lifestyle, the normal job. You have to do things that other people necessarily wouldn't be willing to do. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that. It's not one set way. Now, I try to give you guys tips along the way of how I do things, but it's not the right way. It's just the way that works into my life. So I'm encouraging you guys not to let that stop you, not to let that hold you back from doing something you want to do. And I think the reason it bothers me is because people say that they want to achieve their goals. They say they want to get stronger. They say they want to lose weight, but they don't want to do these things that will help them actually obtain those goals. So my question would be, do you really want that? And my answer is no. I mean, I don't think people actually want the things that they say they do, because if they did, they would work for them. Now, that's just my take on things. One of the ways that I try to make this all work is really planning ahead. And one of the things I did last week was I skipped my rest days because I knew I was going to be traveling this week. Now, when I travel for work, there's no time to get to the gym. I could go to the little hotel gym, but you guys have all seen those. They're pieces of crap. There's nothing you can do strength-wise. So I went in, did some cardio, whatever, but, you know, definitely didn't make any progress, trying just to maintain so when I get back, it sucks as least as possible. But I got a few cardio sessions in, nothing crazy. Got some accessory workouts in, but that is why I didn't take my rest days last week. So just to run it through with you guys. It was tough last week, you know. I had to do, so my first workout, day one, I'll call it, was squat, bench, and deadlift. So we went into the gym and hit all the big three. And then the next day was an accessory type of day. So I hit all my fluff work, you know. And on Monday, I went back to deadlifts, squats, you know, some more compound movements. Now, it's hard going back to back to back like that. And one of the tips I'll give you guys is when you're in a strength building program, at least for me, don't go 5 days straight. You know, go 2 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off. But it's really hard to work out 5 days in a row if you're training hard, in my opinion. Now, so that's what works for some people. And if that's what works in your lifestyle, then absolutely do that. But I've gotten used to taking that off day. However, that next day, that day 4, we'll call it, that was supposed to be an off day, but I couldn't do it. You know, I knew I was getting ready to go on a business trip, so I had to get into the gym. And I didn't think about it, but I actually had to take a medical exam that next morning. I had to fast. So tomorrow is supposed to be an off day from the gym, but I'm gonna have to go in and hit a workout because I'm gonna be traveling, so I'll miss a session. I'm gonna try to make it up. No biggie, right? I mean, I love going to the gym. Except tonight I have to fast until after my workout tomorrow, so I'm gonna be going in about 15 hours with no food in my system, which not the best, right? Not ideal circumstances, but just wait. I also can't drink anything, so no coffee before a workout. I don't know that I've ever done that in my life, to be honest. It'd be fun. Yeah, fun. You know how you used to get home from school and your parents would ask you, how did your day go? What did you learn? Well, we're gonna do that today. What did we learn today? Working out without caffeine is not so much fun. Now, if you can do it, more power to you. And I'm not proud that I'm so reliant on it, but this workout was tough, but I knew I had to get in there regardless. And I did, I got through the deadlifts. I went on the bench and I kind of gassed out, to be honest with you, without food, without any type of stimulants in my body. And you guys know, when I take especially like Alphamine, oh my gosh, I'll just be buzzing, talk even faster than I do normally, if you guys can even imagine that. It's a beautiful thing, really. So, got the workout in. Now I gotta get packed up and we're off to Texas. Now, do you want a quick tutorial of what I pack when I travel? No? That's fair. I'll talk to you guys soon. Even for me, this is way too early to be hopping on an airplane, but we're gonna make it happen. And even though when you're seeing this, I'm already gonna be back home, but that's okay. So after all that, I got where I needed to go.
I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town. Yeah, I said I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town. Return me, baby.
You guys don't even realize how long I have been waiting to use this song. I was so excited, perfect fit for the channel, obviously, especially since I was in Houston. I thought I was gonna have to make a special trip there just to use it, but luckily we were able to make it work. And we made the best of it, you know. You guys have probably heard me talk about this fitness bubble, and sometimes I wish that I lived inside of it, but that's not the life that I chose to lead. So it's not like it's something you can complain about, you know. It's not like you can use that as an excuse, because that's not gonna get you anywhere. So why complain about something that's not gonna provide any benefit to you? So I think that's my challenge to all of you guys, is just make it happen, you know. It's not that challenging. It's not like it's a skill. It's just effort, and I think that's the part that bothers me. I was talking to some friends the other day, a few weekends ago, and one of my buddies has some issues waking up in the morning, and a lot of people ask me, well, how do you wake up so early to train? And it's like, I think about that, and I'm like, it's not like I'm blessed. I'm like, it's not like I have some certain skill set. Waking up is opening your eyelids and standing up. It takes a little bit of discipline. But that's it. We all have those weights that we consider heavy that really start to mess with our mind. For me, that's 405 on squats. When I see that loaded on the bar, that's when I start to second guess myself, almost get a little bit doubtful, but just gotta hit it.
Yeah. I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town. I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town. Baby.
Felt awful. We're gonna get through this workout one way or another. It's not pretty, it doesn't look good, but I think we'll be fine here. Now, there's gonna be days where you come in after a scenario like this, and you're not gonna feel good, and you're not gonna be able to hit the numbers that you were supposed to hit, and that's perfectly fine. You're gonna have to make adjustments based off how you feel. Nobody knows your body like you do, but it's never going to be a perfect science. There's always gonna be room for error. Now, in my opinion and what I practice is I always err on the side of doing too much. What I mean by that is I have a workout I gotta get to tomorrow morning, and it's a squat, bench, and deadlift workout, and this is probably gonna cut into my recovery time since it's so late at night. I'll have less than 12 hours before I hit that. But I want to get these workouts in. I want to make sure I'm putting in the work. So if that happens, that's fine. Like I said, I would rather err on the side of doing a little bit too much than not enough. Because some people can make the argument, I'd be better off just taking it easy, rest up a little bit, and hit it harder tomorrow. And maybe you're right. I'm not saying that I know that I'm 100% accurate. I'm just telling you what I do. So happy that those squats are over. Feeling like $1,000,000. Feel so much better now. See, that's how it always works out, isn't it, guys? Just get it over with, suck it up, and you'll be fine. Now, I want to bring this into more than just fitness. I mean, obviously it can be applied here, but think about all the crazy things that are going on in the world right now. It's heartbreaking, really. And I've always been of the belief that taking some kind of action is going to be better than doing nothing. Now, I might not know the right action to take, but in my opinion, it's going to be better. Any kind of action is going to be better. Any kind of action with good intent is going to be better than just doing nothing. And that can be applied to all different areas of life. And I don't think tweeting about something or writing a Facebook status is doing anything. Again, that's just talking. So whatever it is, maybe it's just food for thought. But this next action, it might make some of you guys mad. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to take this lightly. I realize how fortunate I am to be able to buy nice things really whenever I want. I mean, I've lived a very blessed life, and I feel bad about doing this, but I'm gonna ruin this shirt just for a thumbnail picture, and I know some of you guys are not gonna like that because this would be much better off if I donated it. So what I'm going to do is donate 5 dress shirts of mine because I'm cutting up this one. And it's gonna be a cool thumbnail picture.
Yeah. I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town. I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town. I got this little quiet you never said.
Gonna have a hard time convincing my neighbors I'm not a stripper after this one. Every single time I get back from traveling, I always get really excited just to eat my own foods that I cook. It's just, I mean, it's nice to eat different foods. It's nice to go out to eat, but 3 times a day gets a bit much. As you can see, this bro food actually looks pretty good. So we got the chicken. I've been really relying on cauliflower a lot lately for the volume. So I got some mashed cauliflower here, threw a piece of cheese and ketchup on top. I really don't know why I did that, but it looks pretty dang good if you ask me. Now, the word macros has not been in my vocabulary for the last week or so, but that's okay. I just ate sensibly. I tried new things. I didn't restrict myself, found that nice balance, and I would say overall, I probably came in about the same weight that I left. Actually, I'll check that tomorrow for you guys. I think I left at 177 pounds, so we'll see. So I found these overnight oats in the fridge. I must have made them sometime before I left, and I don't know that they're still good. It's probably been a little over a week, like 7 or 8 days. So I don't know. If this kills me, this might be my last video, which who knows? Maybe that'd be a good thing. But anyway, not that I'm dying that this is my last video. That sounded very morbid. But we're gonna try to make overnight oat waffles. I don't know that this is actually gonna work, but I figured you guys don't need to see me eat this. I have a recipe video on this if you guys want to check it out. But we're gonna try to make waffles out of it. So yeah, I'm back to hating waffles. Well, that did not go as expected. I was hoping that I'd be able to show you guys something new and cool, but as you can see, sometimes things just do not go well in my kitchen, and I try to show you guys some of that too because I fail plenty, and one of the other things I think is probably going to be a fail or at least underwhelming is this Arctic Zero ice cream. Now, I know I've said I'm never going to buy this stuff again, but I keep getting marketed by other people. And you guys know my good friend Valentina, she was telling me that the chunky snickerdoodle is actually really good. And the reason I really believed her is because she actually took this all the way back from the United States to Canada. So if it was worth that much trouble, it can't be that bad. Although I've tried some other Arctic Zeros and it might be.
I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town.
It just tastes like nothing. As you can see, I ate the whole thing, so it couldn't have been that bad, but definitely was not that good. Stick with Halo Top, I promise you. So I'm going to bed, guys. I'll check in with you guys in the morning.
Yeah, I said I was in Houston for a minute, now I'm back in town. Rich on me, baby.
Guys, I am feeling drained. I'm hungry. I'm just like, ugh, I just do not feel the best. But we got through the workout. everything was a-okay, and that's the most important part. As you saw this morning, I woke up a little bit lighter, 176 pounds. That is 1 pound lighter than when I went to Texas. It just goes to show you that you don't have to track macros to lose weight. And I think some people don't understand this completely, and they think if they don't track every single day, every single gram, the world's just gonna blow up and all their progress is gonna be lost. That's just not the case. Obviously, it would have been more optimal to do so, but that was not going to fit in my life during the last few weeks. So this morning's workout, it was tough, given that I just squatted later last night, and the squats felt terrible. I mean, I had to bump the weight down a little bit. My last set, I didn't get all the reps. But like I said, it's not a perfect science, so I'm just going to do what I can. Moved into some bench, and that didn't feel the best either. Deadlifts actually felt good, but I wasn't able to record because Mike Tyson was over in the corner punching that punching bag and all up in my way, but that's okay. So we're finally going to get to some food here, and I need it. But what I'm going to do is actually make something that was given to me by my friend, Rich Homie Grant. Now, Grant has an awesome Instagram page. He's been tagging me and stuff, sending me Snapchats, really helping me out. And when you're looking at his page, you'll notice that Grant really shares my appreciation for oatmeal bowls. So I'm going to try something that he made. This looks fantastic. Now, he's very good at making things very photogenic. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it look that good, but I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So at first, as you might be able to hear over here, I don't like that. But anyway, we got oatmeal in the microwave. We're going to fluff it up for maybe 6-7 minutes. So I got the oatmeal. What I'm going to do is add 1 scoop of the peanut butter cup protein to that. And then in this bowl, I have 1 scoop of the vanilla PES protein, which I will put in the microwave for about 10 seconds. You can tell it's just like a little sludge right now. You can see how this got a little bit cakey. I actually threw it in for like 20 to 25 seconds. Maybe I did it too long because what I want to do is scoop this on top of that guy.
All it takes is 1 tick.
And now we're going to throw it back into the microwave for a few more minutes. And as you can see, this was an absolute fail. This video was not supposed to be a blooper reel, but as you can see, I make plenty of mistakes in the kitchen. You just got to have fun with it. Now, this was supposed to be a mug cake on top of oatmeal. As you can see, the mug cake part just looks awful. So it's still going to taste great. That's the good part. I guess that's maybe the most important part. But how can you post it to the Instagram if it looks like crap? So my recommendation to you guys would be go follow Grant. Get some of his instructions, and don't listen to me. I was lucky in the fact that it still tasted amazing, but I can't take the credit for that. Anytime you mix PES with anything, it's gonna be great, right? So that is gonna be the end of the video, guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I know I ran my mouth a lot, but hopefully you guys got something out of this video. And as always, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. Seriously, you guys could have been doing anything, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That's pretty awesome. Please give this video a like. The thumbs up button, please do it. That really does help me out a lot. And I look forward to talking to you guys next time. I guess the normal people wouldn't do, and people are gonna say things about you. People are gonna, make their own judgments, but who cares if you're doing what you want to do? I wish my phone would stop ringing.